I posted a picture in the
Okay.
chat.
Kelly, is it okay if I talk about Andy's mom
Nope.
on stream?
Over.
Yeah.
So supposedly it's gonna be here between 9:32 and 9:30. Dearest fans, let's start by having a conversation about our player Jeff. Would not be surprised if they read the phone.
Can we put Gingy in?
Oh boy.
Great.
Okay. So let's see here. So last time when last that we left off, our adventurers had attempted to forcefully delay or dissuade Sir Alan from capturing the princess. After licking your wounds in Sir Douglas's manor, and deciding what exactly you were going to do afterwards, and discussing amongst yourselves and the princess's previous party, you decided the best way to proceed was to split your forces, sending Lady Cecilia and the remainder of the princess's party to the capital, and to trail after Sir Alan and the princess yourselves. However, before you all could set out for before you guys could set out for after Sir Alan, you were waylaid by a couple of individuals that had showed up at the manor house that were men, or at least claiming to be men who worked for the Baron's boss, basically his liege's men, who you guys had a conversation with and met a an elf by the name of Varel. I will post a picture of him in a moment, or something that is indicative of him. It is not a picture of him because AI cannot make a picture of exactly what I imagine. But hey, it is what it is. And if I had more money, I would be paying artists to be making these things, but I don't right now. So Vincent.
Would have, or even Kishan, assuming that like one of them led us through this.
Yeah, you
Process,
guys
right?
already talked to him
Yeah.
and
Okay.
had managed to.
Me
Go
and
ahead.
him had a hypothetical question talking about
Hypothetically.
hypotheticals and hypothetically, of course.
I remember not understanding what a hypo.
Yeah.
Where did
Okay,
that save
so
to?
we have the knight taking princess to his keep, and we're debating next steps here.
So you guys had discussed with him, and realized that, or kind of came to the conclusion that this guy probably doesn't mean you any harm in any capacity, and in fact seems to be on the same manner of thinking as you guys, of like, well, we weren't even aware that the princess was here, let alone being forced into doing anything. So he had, in so many words, you guys had a conversation that wherein he had offered to take you guys to his lord and his castle, to get as a place to go to determine where to go next, or track from there.
So remind me again. I apologize. This guy's name in
His name is Varel.
Varel.
Vorlle. Varel.
And
that is a picture of him.
And his affiliation with the Baron, is Varel also a lord in the same land?
No, Varel is a knight.
Varel's a knight. His own castle. All right. It's like you with 20 years.
It's kind of what I was thinking, right?
So the party is traveling. All of us are with Varel, or who's split off to go?
You guys haven't even left just yet. Like where we had paused, you guys had actually just basically come to the understanding. Ginge, shut up. You just had just come to the understanding that you were gonna go with him, but at that point had not yet actually set out. What?
I turn to Wilhelm. Sir Wilhelm, just tell me what to do,
Stop
sir.
calling me that.
Yes, of course, sir.
No, just Wilhelm. Just Wilhelm.
Okay. Just Wilhelm. Please tell me what to do, sir.
No, remember it's Sir Just Wilhelm.
Sir Just Wilhelm. Please tell me what to do, Sir Just.
I think we should get in the cart.
For what it's worth, Varel and the men that came with him are dressed fairly similarly. He's wearing brigandine, just a kind of heavy, effectively studded leather. And other than that, there's like you see a blade at his on his hip, but he's not well armed and not well armored either. He appeared, from what you had discussed with him, I don't think he ever actually told you that he's a knight, but you could kind of garner that he is not. He is acting as a liaison between people. He himself is not saying like I have authority or anything of that variety. But yes, he is offered to bring you there. Varel, while you guys have whatever conversation that you're having, is absolutely silent, and his face is expressionless. He has, like I said, there are four other people who had come with that four other armed men. These appear to just be soldiers or man at arms or something. Trained guys. They're wearing the same similar colors. It seems to be black and like a wine or burgundy or maroon kind of color. That is, excuse me.
And there it is.
Sure we are.
No. It's proprietary. Don't copy it.
I cast Stolen Image of Ravelords.
So while they step aside, guys, let's go with this Varel character. Maybe get some free food and get one step closer to our destination. Maybe uncover what his relationship is with the princess and what his motivations are, and kill some shit along the way.
And he's clearly another knight, just like Sir Wilhelm.
Apologies.
I am not a knight. Please stop calling me Sir Wilhelm.
Remember?
Which I made myself.
You guys are having this conversation just outside
it
of
was a lot of sense.
outside of Baron's house, like the manor house of Baron Douglas. Nobody's bothering you. Nobody's giving you any shit or anything like that. They're just everybody's doing their thing.
As lovely as this conversation is, sorry, I do believe we should be making our way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time is definitely of the issue.
How far of a ride is it, bro?
To the castle.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a trip. Should be about a week and some change journey. We have some extra rations and such if you haven't.
Yeah.
We have extra rations. Have you brought horses?
We have a few.
Enough to ride?
Do we still have enough to ride?
No, you are out. I believe you guys
missing
are
like two.
down a couple of 2 horses.
We are short by 2 horses.
I see. Then we shall pick up a cart on the way at Oxford.
I can also run alongside.
I call the cart. All right.
Oxford is a
Well-
half day's journey from here.
Well, let us be on our way to Oxford then. It's surely on the way to either the princess or the capital, whichever we. Right, we're not forcing our hand.
I mean, as long as we take one short rest and maybe a long rest.
You've had a short rest. You've had time. You're at full
No,
everything.
I mean, while I'm
Oh.
running alongside the cart, I will need a short rest.
All right.
Yeah, so the group of you all, in some manner, maybe a little bit less efficiently than it should be, because some of you are walking, based, not just Jeff being, not just Ren walking, but at least one of you else is walking as well, because horses cannot carry everybody. You guys head down the road. I'm going to give you a little snippet of where you guys are and where you are going, at least as per the map that you guys have drawn. I'm gonna stop with words. I stop with the
Yeah.
words now. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of a snippet of where you guys are currently, and where you are headed to. I'm gonna post that in the chat, so as to have you guys understood where you are and where you're going. It is a pretty straightforward trip. During this time, you can have whatever conversations you wish to have, if you wish to have any, and if not, I will move you along, because Varel and his men do not make conversation. They don't, like, his men just kind of nod and like acknowledge your presence, but they don't say anything to you guys. And Varel seems to be very quiet, very tight-lipped individual. Go ahead, Red.
One, I imagine I talk to those guys who don't talk back to me the whole time. Second, from this map point of view, where are we and what's our direction? Direction. Yeah.
So you guys are currently, or where you guys were leaving from was Wintermont, which is where you guys arrived from the
So
mountain
we're
pass
heading
and such. You're heading
likely
down.
towards
Yep.
Oxford.
You are heading in the direction east. Excuse me. Yeah, you are heading east and south, so southeast.
Perfect. Well, I'll continue to talk the ears off of those silent chaps who unfortunately have to sit there and ride a carriage while I jog along and
Oh no, they have
chat
their
the
own
ear off.
horses. They have their own horses. They got here on horse.
All right. Either way,
But
I'm gonna
yes.
keep up with them. Like I'm sprinting all the time and talking with them, and they're just like this fucking guy.
Sounds accurate.
It's something that you garner is that they're probably paid pretty well if they have to deal with this kind of shit. The trip to Oxford takes you past the 2 forests that hug the side of this road, aside from the farms and small farms and otherwise that dot this hilly terrain downwards. The snow, which was more prevalent up there, it thins out and it kind of quickly stops, where it is no longer on the ground so much as it is just small patches here and there where sunlight fails to touch. But aside from that and that small transition, it's not much different. The forest, the Goldleaf Forest to your left, and I believe it was the Thornbrook Forest to the right of you. They pretty much hem this in somewhat, and there is not a lot to look at during this time. However, you approach as you approach Oxford itself, which takes approximately about 6 hours or so. on horseback and or riding, trying to keep up at fair pace, I'll say. About 6 hours later, you start approaching the outskirts of Oxford, and give me half a second to pull out the pizza of the oven. Swear to God, if I ate more of this fucking things.
I hate to be this guy, but
After buffets.
should we approach cautiously?
I think we should follow Varel's lead.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Oh, you're familiar with these lands. We're fine to go into town, right?
Of course. These lands are owned by a different man than the one you seek. These lands are not owned by the same people. Oxford's owned by the Goldsteins. They claim to have family in one of the dwarven holds, but whether that's important or not, I'm not sure.
Short, hairy people, the Goldsteins.
Yikes.
Most of them, from what I understand.
Dwarves?
I have not met them
Oh.
myself.
What were their
Um,
noses like? Could you describe their noses?
No, as I have not met them myself. The outskirts of Oxford are only denotable by the fact that the terrain changes pretty abruptly. It goes from, farms here and there and or even decently aggregated land to heavily aggregated land, irrigated, intention behind the plots and the placement of water and otherwise that are very much that are very clear even at this time of year where there's not a lot growing. It's pretty there are fields that you see that are completely covered in clover and other varieties of plants to re-enrich the soils. And the air, even out here, smells of manure faintly, but also smells of earth and loam and slightly wet, even out here. Go ahead.
Like a really, really rich farm country? Like something
Where-
we'd be familiar with, but
yes,
like,
where you guys are entering
also,
into is
like-
like pristine farmland,
yeah, like
which it is being
More-
heavily used right now.
more good than good, right? Like
Yes, this is not
something
your
we've
this is not your I just have a
seen.
plot of land. This is like this is someone spent a lot of time and a lot of effort making sure that this area was very well developed for agriculture.
Industrializing our agriculture, at least in a
As much as it can be.
not
Yeah.
not that not
But yeah, just so that you are aware, yeah, that's what you do know.
wow.
You guys
Wow.
head
Okay, thank you.
in through the fields and through the road, which as you approach the outskirts of town, the road actually does become paved again. Although paved is not necessarily the right term. It is not asphalt or concrete or anything. It is cobble rock and otherwise, but it is at least actual road instead of just a path that a lot of people travel. And eventually, you arrive at the outskirts of Oxford. You, much like many other, or a couple of other towns that you've been through at this point, you expected it to be walled and protected and otherwise, but that is not the case for Oxford. Oxford is kind of just an amalgamation of what happens when a lot of farmers exist in one place. They all kind of just conglomerate into this is the center and this is where everything is going to be done and such. In the town, there's no wall or anything that separates it. It's just outside and then suddenly buildings and those buildings, kind of get there become more and more of them to where they're actual forming small like blocks and communities and it's busy in here. Like there are people doing their usual morning chores or well, at this point it'd be late evening, but late evening chores. You see people that are peeling vegetables for for soups and other varieties of things. You see a couple people sweeping, you see etc. Say going about the minutia of their daily lives. You are not stopped. You do spot that there are guards, and uh they are wearing different colors than the guys that are escorting you. Though at this point, and they're also wearing different colors than the ones at Wintermart that you saw, which were green and ochre or green and yellow, basically. These guys are wearing a white and blue pattern that you are not familiar with. It's like a white and blue checker. Um, Not familiar with it, but they don't pay you any mind as you guys come in.
Quietly, like we just avoid the colors, right? Like when we see the colors, we just play like we're everyday, regular, poor citizens, right? But look at they're wearing colors.
Are we gonna spend the night here, or we do we need to check in with the local lord or anything? What's the
Oh no, you
Bro,
need
what the
not
fuck are you talking about?
worry yourself with such things. They will not even know we are here, let alone have that be of any consequence. We will give them business, and we will take it to the road, if it is agreeable to you all to continue.
sounds like fun? What kind of businesses they got?
So the town itself has not got a ton of stuff. It is a fairly small. I mean, it's bigger. It's a lot bigger than Wintermont was. Wintermont was a hole in the wall comparatively. But even still, there aren't a ton of like real businesses. He approached Varel, leads you all to a stable or a stable master where and a cartier where they can actually procure such things, and he does. He just talks to them about something in a language you do not understand. None of you guys speak the local languages here, and you have no clue what he's saying or what he's asking of them. But they don't really give him any kind of shit, and they procure for him a cart, two horses, and saddle it all up and get it all going for him. He exchanges a pouch of something, probably money, and at that point, he basically gestures for you guys to take the cart, if you would like to, and then let the horses rest behind, and oh, and basically just and by let them rest behind, I mean trailing behind the cart because that's how they generally get a little bit, a little bit less
Yeah,
tired. But
I'll strap Coral to the cart, I'll line them up there so that
you're
the horses
buckled in.
can go.
I'll ask to jump on the cart.
Sure. It's just so this isn't like an Oregon Trail covered kind of wagon. It's just like a open backed like we needed to be able to throw whatever the fuck into this
Yeah.
cart. There is no like it's no coverage from the rain. It's just we just needed something to get this stuff from point A to point B, and that was it.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
just sit in the back, scribbling stuff.
Okay.
But I'm on a lead in front of them. We'll do this just to let the horses get a break. I mean, they deserve it.
Well, the ones that you guys had that you hitched in the back of it are in fact resting. So they are recovering their strength and such. Pace continues, though not frantically. You guys head out of the town after acquiring some a couple provisions from various like small shops and whatnot, or what you're gathering are small shops. It's kind of vastly different than anything you've experienced in the Imperium. Like just leaps and bounds different. Like there's no like, oh, it's this store and this place. It's just some random mom and pop like house that he just walks up, knocks on, asks a couple of questions, then goes to a different one, knocks on, asks a couple of questions, and then eventually you guys get with whatever he was looking for, which in this case was like some more supplies, some food and hay and all that shit for the horses, all that crap. Nothing crazy. Additional water and whatnot as well, so that you guys have something to imbibe on the journey. Not that it seems like this place is particularly arid, but you don't genuinely know at this point. Um, out of town it leads you, and you are back into, I don't want to say the wilderness. It's definitely not, but it's so sparsely populated. It's kind of impressive. Like aside from the occasional farm, like farm building or a couple of adjoined houses, there's nothing. It's just open space with fields of various flowers and plants and otherwise um, that are just growing wild out here. As you guys leave, you are going now very south at this point, taking the southern road out of Oxford. You can see that to your, it would be to your, I have to orient myself, to your left would be a series of hills that you can see that are kind of framing grassy hills, though they are kind of framing in something. You can't really tell what. You guys actually do get to the edge of this at the eve. As night is beginning to fully fall, the cart like they excuse me, Varel saw rolls or too many words are trying to come out there at the same time. Varel tries to or comes up to you guys in the cart and says, "I imagine we should bed down for the evening. Um, this particular place is rather perfect right up ahead. There is a stream that feeds uh, into the caldera."
The brothel sprouts and the nuns, including Sir Wilhelm and Kashan.
You like
And
insects?
I don't know, I guess insight, like,
dogs
do
and
they
so on,
feel like this is a
but-
good place?
It's a seltzer. You might not like it. I can actually handle the seltzer.
So you're saying yes, it's a good place.
Got water.
All right. All right, deal. Then this is a perfect spot. I'm gonna look up and around, make sure there's no widowmaker. You know what? That's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. I miss Mama. And do you miss Persephone? All right, good. Because she's mine.
I like
You
water.
guys, so he he says, well, it is one of the feed streams to the caldera, but here, you'll see it in about 5 minutes when we come upon it. Sure enough, about 5 minutes later, he kind of gently directs you guys to where to pull off and such. And there is a small like stream of water that kind of like it comes not far, or it comes up to but not quite to the road. Um it is not super big, at least right at the tip of it. But it widens pretty quick. Well, not like pretty quickly, but it widens to a small like stream or river size within a few hundred feet. And basically his guys they hop down, they start getting their equipment ready for sleep and otherwise tying up their horses, all that jazz, the usual stuff. Um, he he does similar and quickly steps back over and says, "The caldera is known in this part for being rather unusual. You'll find the waters to be warm and comforting. At least many do."
I'll obviously, I'm looping up my horse, or whatever, but I'm gonna run over to Sir Wilhelm and make sure I get his horse for him. I'm gonna even offer him a hand off the saddle, but I understand if he doesn't need it.
So also uh to you, Wilhelm,
Mhm.
Varel strikes you some from what you have interacted with him and from the others and previous people that you have interacted with. Varel is very much I'm going to do it myself kind of person. He doesn't seem to leave shit to what you're guessing are his lessers. He just kind of does what he needs to do and then like assists with whatever. Like you see they make their own small camp like right basically beside you guys, but not like in you guys' shit. They don't assume your shit and their shit are mixed now. They make their own little camp and then, sit it right next to you guys. Um See they start pulling out vegetables and other varieties of things to start cutting up and small bits of meat and whatnot to make a stew or a soup of some variety over a little campfire that they throw together out of some sticks and twigs and other variety of bullshit. um he gets right in there with them. You don't see him being like that's their job and I'll do nothing. He doesn't seem to be that kind of person, at least from what you can tell. That's like stuff your background and having dealt with nobles and that variety of shit. That stuff you would notice right off the top. Um, for anyone who decides to, the water of the caldera is in fact warm if you do decide to take like a bath or otherwise, because you are right up against the kind of banks of this thing. You don't know why, but it's very warm. The water is like very refreshing in a lot of respects, much more than just it's almost like having a nice warm bath at any particular time. The muscles relax, etc. You guys can get clean. The grassland around this area is very verdant, like bright green, at least from what you saw when you were coming up this way. But it's quiet. The night is clear. You can see this at like every single star in the sky. Aside from the occasional small cloud that rolls by and such, it's picturesque, and the occasional chirping of insects and other variety of night critters. You guys are left to your own devices. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I'd approach their camp and maneuver out. If it's not too prudent, until mind. Always been fascinated by languages, and I couldn't help but notice the local derelict, derelict
Dialect.
dialect. Sorry.
It's okay. I knew you were going, and so I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
help.
Wouldn't have feel, of course, if it's too inappropriate, wouldn't mind learning.
Fear that you should be learning for quite some time. There are many. Our lands are not small, and our people are many and varied. There are
Oh
many
yeah.
different mother tongues that live in this place.
more interesting it is, then yeah, if he offers to, then I'll gladly.
He'll start to teach you a little bit. He gives you probably about 20, 30 minutes of just like, these are some of the common words and terms and phrases that you might hear occasionally, and then has you repeat them, etc. Usual learning languages stuff. I'm not going to
Yeah.
go super in depth on it because it's hard enough to learn a language in real life, let alone to explain to somebody
Yep.
how to teach them how to learn a language. But yeah, he gives you some information as to learning. You determine immediately. Let me grab my notes to make certain that I'm not going to give you an incorrect amount. That there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate languages that are spoken here. Pretty heavily. The one that he teaches you, at least because he just starts with one, because you're not there. The one he teaches you right at first is a language called Hussite, Hussite.
1 second. What was it called? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in here as well, so you can copy paste if you'd like to. But it's called Hussite. It is the primary language of the Lernaean people, which is technically the majority like culture in these lands.
Hey, Kashan.
Technically.
Kashan, I see you talking with these people over here?
1 second. Just making notes.
Here are those are the two names. There was a Hussite was the language, and Lernaean is the. Lernaean is the.
Yeah, sweet.
And oof.
That is the culture.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll
Alright,
soak up whatever I can, and then obviously once they clearly want to be to their own
Get some sleep.
devices.
Yeah.
no, Keyshawn, wait.
I'll go back to.
Yeah, I
Right
saw
now.
you talking with I saw you talking with them. You know how to
Yes.
speak?
Us?
You know their tongue?
Not really. I'm just looking to learn.
All right.
Knowledge is power, as we're saying. Learning their local, at least some of their language, would probably more than likely help, especially since we're in their lands.
All right. That makes sense. I like that. What do you think about Sir Wilhelm? You think we'll have to hide his lineage here?
Again, I'm pretty sure he's not a sir. And secondly,
Oh no, I see what you're saying. I get you. Wait. Oh, it hurts when I do it.
So
and
I
you
get-
all,
secondly, I believe that will be no issue, as kind of look down at my own clothing and all of our clothing. We're definitely sorts for sorrows around these parts.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Man, I wish I was back home. How about you? Where's your home?
Well, while home does have its comforts, going, being out, venturing, doing whatever we are doing out here.
But if you had to go
Always
back,
new fucking, where is it now? Where is this?
if the
That's
answer is no, I have a place in mind for you, and that's with me
No,
and my
just
brother.
back where we were. I can't remember what fucking place was they called now.
Oh, that's perfect.
Uh,
And I know just the
where's my
place.
notes?
It's called
Where's
the
my
Velvet.
notes?
And you're always welcome there. Always. I'll get you a discount. Family
no.
discount.
Lizard folk have to pay double scales.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Coral's not wrong.
While
No,
I
it goes
do,
the same. It goes the same with
Yeah.
dragon folk. Same with dragon folk. Anything with scales. You know the rules.
yeah, just get my notes. Why? I need to fucking get this zoom in. Oh, from Westgard. Warmcraft
Westgard.
area.
Never heard of it.
Bounce between the two mainly. While I do appreciate your offer, it's not my normal pursuits. But if my pursuit ever does change, I shall
Thanks.
pop.
You're
I shall
always
need to
welcome.
pop my
I'll
head
show
in
you
some
to
point.
my favorite sisters.
I'm sure you will. Yes. Possibly.
Yeah, the voice of this guy was stuffing his face with pizza.
The voice in the sky
The,
is awesome.
voice of this guy is like, fucking shit, dude. I'm trying to have another beer and pizza, and I'm just, he's like, man, shut up, Kicks. No, I'm just kidding. No, so from what you can see at the moment, no, but you don't. You throw a line in? Do you have a fishing rod? Do you? I'm gonna fucking laser beam the fish out of the water.
Be just before you start doing that, Wilhelm, could you probably just make up a fishing rod?
That's Sir
Fishing rod.
Will.
Wilhelm is not at his computer for a moment. Give him a moment. Upon like at this point, let's say one of the other guys, the other gentleman that have been with you guys for this time comes is like toweling himself off after getting out of the water. And he comes over and he says, if you are gonna fish in there, just make sure that you clean them real good. They go down to the some of them go down to the lower levels of the lake. You can't eat that stuff; it'll kill you. And then he gives
This
you.
dude was swimming in it. Can I do an investigation check?
Sure. What you trying to investigate?
Oh, you know.
Actually, I have no idea. I'm asking.
Oh, you know. Don't worry. I got a -1 on it. All right, that's a 3
Okay.
on my investigation check. I find out anything?
I don't think anyone has the slightest idea what you're doing.
Yeah, I think Kelly does. I think Kelly knows, and he's acting coy.
Mm.
You
But
see a
the
frog.
point is, I failed. On
You
my
see a frog. It's eyeing you.
Kashan.
That fucking frog.
It knows. It knows what you've done.
It does. All right. So the frog knows, right?
The frog
But-
knows.
Do I know it? No, it knows that I know.
You have no idea if it knows.
Okay.
Kashan, you seem pretty smart. How do they make the water warm? When we want a warm bath back home, we got heated by the fire. But this is really warm. I don't understand.
Would I have to make like a fucking survival roll to even
Sure,
guess?
let's give you that. Sure, go ahead and roll a survival. We'll just see if you can even get in the same vicinity of what the answer actually is.
Fucking natural 20.
You think about
23.
it. Genuinely, you could, and you feel like he would probably just eat up whatever you tell him. But also, the actual answer is you kind of determine from looking quickly around at the surroundings, looking at the fact the grass is super green here, the fact that there are small black rocks occasional in small places, and you determine
Geothermal bullshit.
this is probably getting heated by the actual Earth itself.
I start rambling to Coral really long technical descriptions on why.
Come on, Coral.
Where's
Let's
the-
get out of here.
Okay, okay.
Come on, Coral.
But where's
Don't
the
you
stupid
listen-
hat? Where's the stupid hat come in, Kishan? If that's
The
all
hat?
true, where's the stupid hat come in? Yeah, the caldera, the stupid hat. You ever seen people wearing a caldera? They're these silly hats.
Come on, Coral. Let's keep moving. Come on, Coral. Coral.
Was it sleep time?
God, he's heavy.
It's sleep time. Okay.
No,
it's
it's not
sleep
sleep time. Oh, fuck.
I thought it was night. Oh, it was sleep time. We had the stew
It's
and the
not
bath.
sleep time.
From what you
God.
can tell, the other guys
Damn
are already either
Coral.
sleeping or at least have retired to their own devices.
Damn it.
I'm gonna keep a lookout for the caldera.
Okay,
Whoever's wearing it.
copy that. Do you guys keep a watch, because you do note that the other party does have one member currently doing their job of keeping watch as is. You don't have to. It's just an up to you guys if you decide
Fuck
to.
it. I'll keep a watch. I prefer like the first or second.
Okay.
Any favors? What are you guys thinking? Oh, okay, don't all jump at once. All right, I'll do the first watch.
Okay. First watch it is. Yep. And it's surprisingly comfortable out here. In terms of like temperature and otherwise, there's no biting insects, there's no anyone that isn't kicks. So, those of you who take a sleep, you take a sleep, you get some sleep. There's not much else to say there. You are not harassed in your sleep. Or Ren, you take a watch. It's quiet out here, man. There's not shit anywhere. In fact, it's probably you've had some time to deal with it being quiet, especially in the mountains and otherwise. But it's very strange, almost surreal in some capacity to be in a place that you know is populated, that there are people. You know there are people, but like out here, it's fucking
It's like
dead silent.
It's like a weird meditative place amongst a very populated community.
It's definitely like not super populated, but like it is. There are people. It's just like they're so either spread out or sparse, and so little is happening at any particular time. It seems like that isn't like, active daytime hours. It's weird being out here this lack of sounds and lack of things other than the occasional, like I said, chirping of crickets or insects or otherwise. But your watch passes, you do decide to get some sleep eventually. Nobody told you to wake them, so you get some sleep. Morning arrives. And from there, you guys hop back in the cart or however your previous arrangement was, and you continue on. At this point, we fast track a little bit because there's not a lot else I can describe along the way, at least as of right now, because it is just passing small farms, small manors, and otherwise. Which you note that there are a lot of them. Like it's a lot as you pass from place to place, from here to the next like location, which you see coming a little ways out, which is this kind of strange tower that just kind of abruptly you see it in the distance at first, as you start going more east or southeast at this point as opposed to just straight south. You see this very odd looking, it just kind of juts out of the ground in a somewhat flat location, um, at least 100 or so meters into the air. It's pretty tall, and you can see that it's got some crenellations and otherwise that are designed to um, give lookout to others and whatnot. Uh, you don't know anything about this. You are going directly towards it as of current. And the next 2 days, or the next 2 days, it takes you from where you were at the foot of the caldera all the way to the base of this tower. Passing along the way, you see, some foliage here and there, but again, it's mostly to farms and all that, like sparse individual farms or manors and otherwise. It's not huge population centers. So I'm going to skip almost all of it because I just don't want to sit here and keep reiterating the same thing to you guys. The the tower, however, as you approach, um, you guys are probably about a half mile, at least from it, where you're realizing just exactly how big this thing actually is. It's a very large, round space that, from what you can tell, jutting directly of masonry and stonework that just kind of juts directly out of somewhat semi-flat ground. It inhabits a space in a triangle between where the roads split away into two different directions. Pharrell starts to lead you guys towards the eastern or southeastern path, which it is labeled. It does have a signpost denoting where you guys are currently, which is you guys are currently, or at least where you're going, is a town called Griff, Gryff. Um, the, or at least that's the next noted spot is Griff. This tower, however, which again juts very abruptly. Varel finally breaks his silence, which he hasn't really spoken to you guys. Again, he just seems to keep to himself. His guys keep to themselves, don't really bother you except for the occasional, like, tidbit of information here or there if you ask him a question or otherwise. But Varel finally, kind of approaches back over to your cart and says, "We are approaching Calyx Tower. I would, if for some reason you are touched with the weave and weft, do not stare anyone there in the eyes. We will not be staying. We will just be passing by.
Not much to ask. Why?
Supposedly, it is a prison. At least, it was originally a prison for witchcraft and sorcery.
Hmm.
Made
Interesting.
by a king that we have since forgotten the name of. From what I understand, it is still somewhat used, though I do not know exactly to what capacity, by the crown. Not just as a place to put, well, individuals touched with the etheric magics, but we know that all manner of strange things happen in this location. By the way, you guys have just basically gotten to the fork, which is probably about a quarter mile away from the actual, from the tower itself. He says, it will probably be guarded, but again, even the guards do not look them in the eyes.
I'll make sure to avert my eye.
What was that last Coral? I'm sorry.
Coral just said, "I'll keep my mage hands to myself."
That would be wise. He seems unfazed by you mentioning you have magic, even though I know you don't, but I know you don't. Okay. The spectral hand that is still somewhat see-through covers your eyes.
Guys, let's not fuck around. We remember the rule? When we're going through a border, we don't fuck around with each other. Do you remember or not? You're fucking impossible. This is why Mama loves Coral more than you.
Whatever.
Keep my mage hands to myself.
Keep
You
your
guys-
mage hand to yourself. That is a great one. Mama would definitely say that.
You guys pass or start going towards Calyx Tower, and you do find that it is in fact inhabited. There are people, some in chains, some not, in various some in chains and in robes and otherwise that are covering most of their features and otherwise. In fact, they seem almost like they're more consistent of the robes rather than there being a person beneath them, as you can only see chains leading into the robes and out of the robes, but not any features of the imprisoned individuals. There are also some people, I guess you would say people, but there are also some guards of some variety that keep these prisoners moving. You see them shuffling somewhat aimlessly. At least it looks aimless. From where you guys are, as you approach, you find that those people that are shuffling these prisoners and such are heavily armed. They are very much armored and armed to the teeth. So much so that finding exposed skin or denotion of anything further than just that they are humanoid in their appearance is exceptionally difficult. All of them wear helmets, usually with face guards or veils or shields of some variety. Though you do see the occasional that are wearing, they are still wearing a helmet of some variety or hood or otherwise, but with an open face. Though to your, I guess I will ask to the instruction you were given, does anyone try to look them in the face? Because if not, I will not give you the information as to not looking them in the eyeballs. Solid. Solid. Okay.
I'm good.
No. No, you're good. I do not find that that to be offensive in any capacity. Your character would not find a lot of this interesting because there isn't people to deal with. And this is the most weird and interesting thing so far. So yes, I feel you. You guys, oh shit. I'll do that in a second. You guys, as you're passing by the tower itself and starting to actually pass the overall thing, you realize a couple of things just from quick looking at the surroundings and such. There are indentations in the ground around this tower that form strange geometric patterns and otherwise that most of you do not recognize and such. For everyone else, you do not see anything further than as I stated, with the individuals and such you see around, the people with their, these that are in chains and otherwise their robes and whatnot, and then the jailers, I guess you'll say, who, again, you can't see anything of. Kicks, on the other hand, Kicks, you stare real good. What perturbs you the most, at least at first, is that you don't see anything. In fact, you're like, this is some bullshit. Like, I was expecting for some nonsense to happen or otherwise, or something interesting, but it's just you're looking into like an open helmet where there should be a face. There's nothing. Nothing's there, like, at all. It's just inky darkness. But the longer that you stare at one of them, you see that they're leading a trio of these again, these hooded individuals. They're leading a trio in a set of chains that you can actually, at this point, because you're close enough, can hear dragging along the ground. There's sound along the ground, and as you stare into its face, you see the helmet turn, and it kind of clicks to the side and just locks directly on you. And it stops moving. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Am I close to him?
Not close enough.
Fuck.
4. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to succeed. You are a mage, correct? Or at least you have magic. Is that correct? In some capacity? Warlock. Understood. Okay.
Level
Let me
2.
grab this real quick.
Bless.
Would you look at that? Would you just look at it?
Bless.
All right.
And would you look at it? Would you fucking look at it? Look at that.
All right. So okay, you're staring at it. 2 things happen. One is perceptible to you. The other is not. The first that's perceptible to you is that you're staring at him, and this unbecoming sense of dread just manifests in you. You are now frightened of this thing. You have failed your save file, so you are now frightened of this thing because it is, and you feel like though you've turned away from it, it's still looking at you. The like, oh hell no! I just looked at, oh hell no, no. That's the first thing. Everyone else kicks, vanishes.
Oh.
He's there and he's gone. You cannot hear him.
I have a feeling this isn't.
So everybody, your friend just vanished before your eyeballs. If you were looking at him. You could certainly try.
All right.
I would give you an
perception check.
insight check because you will
Insight?
automatically fail a perception check due to
Oh,
the way
wow.
that one works. Because
But my
because
perception's
of
good one.
because of the way that perception is you will fail that check. I apologize. That is how not investigation, invisibility works. Shit.
Now,
Fuck.
now you have to deal with this one. It was an insight, nat 20 for a 24.
No, I didn't even put it in.
Oh my god.
He gone.
Trying to kill
That's what
Poche.
she said.
And he just got a weed drink and you're denying him pizza.
Is she talking about my 24 again? I always assume she's talking about my nat 20 plus 4. But my nat 20 plus 4. Guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but like,
all right, so I apologize about that. Yeah, so what did you guys get for your rolls or otherwise?
So
I don't know if you heard, but I got a nat 20 plus 4.
On perception?
Yeah.
You don't see
an
it.
insult.
It was insight.
But I
Oh,
realize
insight.
that
There you
doesn't
go.
mean I see anything. Yeah, it was insight. Insight. on that one.
Insight. You have successfully determined that something has happened.
Guys, I got a nat 20 plus 4.
You also probably deduce that he did not listen to the previous instructions of don't look at them. That's at least as far as an insight check could give you in deduction. Go ahead,
guys,
Keyshawn.
my insight was so fucking
Two
high.
things.
Uh-huh.
I want to try and perceive anything through Arcana, if I can.
Not
Second, detect magic.
okay. You cast detect magic.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. You suddenly feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Here we
and
go again on this
Near me? Is he near me?
And
Can I touch
unfortunately,
him? Can I touch
you
him?
cannot touch him. You do not know this is happening. I apologize. Unfortunately, as well, Arcana would only tell you things that are like the minutia of magic and otherwise. You don't have any idea. Like, there's no the way I could extrapolate. You could extrapolate the like trying to find somebody with Arcana. It's just
Yeah.
it's just not.
Where do I put my big? There's my big doors. That's not good. That's a 5.
Mute
That's a
yourself.
5.
I've
That's a
heard
10.
this before.
Mute yourself, Andy.
5.
Can't
That's
hear
a
you.
10.
A 10. 10 does not pass.
What about a D4? Because I touched him right
At
the
this
very
point,
end.
Coral
Come on, Kelly.
tugs,
I touched him right at the end. I touched his little piggy toe. I get
Okay.
Coral
What
tugs
happened?
on the armor of Voral and says, "My friends are gone."
I told them do not listen.
That
Do
thing?
not look at them.
Yeah, but I like my friends, and
The only thing we can do is hope that your friends haven't gone somewhere else. We are going to continue going, otherwise we are in danger of going ourselves. I know you like your friends, I like your friends, but I also don't want to die here.
I don't want my friends to die for some goddamn caldera. It's just a stupid
Where-
thing. Jesus
Where
Christ.
else would they have gone?
That is something I don't know, as I am not touched of the weave. I do not have the ability to determine that. So, first things first, Keyshawn, you are still here. Do not worry, you haven't gone anywhere. You are still here. So first thing that happens is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 of you in the party, so I need a D6. Why do I not have a D6 out here, guys? I'm bad at this. DMing.
We call that
I'm good
a
at this.
normal die.
6 is like the most common of die.
I know. Why didn't I just have that out here? Anyway.
That's the one that, like, when your wife
amateur.
goes dice.
Okay.
That's what she's thinking of.
This is so unbelievably fitting. Wilhelm, you just get this wave of nausea. Like, that comes over you. Your stomach feels like it is trying to evacuate out of you at max speed, and your lunch is trying to be out of you as quick as possible. You are poisoned. You don't know how or why or anything, but you are now poisoned.
That is not.
The next thing that happens is, Keyshawn, you are terrified of this tower and its surroundings. You want to leave as fast as you are allowed to. In addition to that, your feet suddenly leave the ground. You are suddenly pushed up into the air about 6 or 7 inches, and you just stay there.
Can I grab his arm and keep walking with him?
Yep.
I would like to
Pull
attempt
along, as if he is weightless.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
that. Randall, it's a lizard balloon.
Sorry,
floating lizard. This place is great.
This is just like that last Harvest Fest
Uh,
that we went to.
Kix, you see all of this happening in front of you. Like, you just watch as Keyshawn just suddenly starts levitating. And you hear Wilhelm just talking about how he just feels like shit suddenly. And them talking about you.
Leave. We need to go.
Everybody else, you do not hear anything Kix says.
I'd like to tie a rope around Kishan's ankle.
Okay.
Pull him like a balloon.
You got it. Keyshawn, you're being tugged along. And, like, for the moment,
I'll just like. Okay. I'll try and sit like cross-legged. I'm still
you find
kind of just
yourself
being.
about 8 to 10 inches off of the ground, sitting on air.
That's terrifying. Let's go. This is fucking fascinating. I'm studying this.
Okay. So, do you guys leave? Or are you continuing to stay? I'm asking the group as a whole. I do not give a fuck. I will make you guys roll more dice.
No,
we got to figure out what happened to Kix, right?
I think we got to get out of here. But
Boral says, keep walking, hope for the best. And if Kix doesn't come back as a little balloon himself, then I'll go pop all the balloons in the tower.
I'm with you on that, Coral. But also, what was the last direction Kix went in?
He was
on a horse
sitting next to you.
All right, I
Does
look
he-
at him. What direction does it look like he's going?
What Kix was on the wagon? I thought.
Okay. All right, good. Then he's
He's,
safe.
so you have no idea.
Okay.
Phew.
I'm as confused as Coral.
This is clearly
I
something
know
magical.
exactly what's going on.
I lean over the side of the cart and throw up.
I also throw up.
Oh, shape.
That's how we're
Oh,
coming out the other end.
Paid throw up. Everyone throws up.
There's vomit everywhere.
Not me. I'm
look.
just laughing.
I'll look down to where Kix was. Look,
Uh-huh.
it's clearly magical. I wonder. Shape water and splash water in the direction he was at.
Kicks, you get splashed with water by Kishan. It absolutely hit something.
He's probably still there, but not.
I need you both to roll because that particular jailer did not just stop and look at you. He started coming your direction. So I need you both
Oh,
to roll me
God.
another wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. And while that's happening, I'm trying to make myself throw up onto Coral. But it's not
Okay.
working because I got nothing left. So I'm
Gotcha.
just like
10?
dry heaving. I'm like, oh,
Negative.
12.
Also no. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. Kicks, as you're sitting here, as you're sitting there wet and such, you're just like, I feel like that thing that I don't like is now looking at me again, and you don't look back at it because you're not that stupid. You are frightened of it. You're so frightened that you reach up for a second to just focus, no, 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 I'm not looking at it. Put your hands by the side of your eyes, funnel your vision one direction or whatever, and several strands of your hair come along with it. And as you touch a little bit more and more of it just falls out of your head onto the bench, well, of the cart. Everyone else, you are now just suddenly aware of, well, a wet puddle of water there that just suddenly starts getting hair in it. A lot of hair. I mean, a lot of it.
Oh, no.
I mean, a lot of it. And oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the matter, Kelly? Didn't like that tone of that oh no.
Your dick falls off.
Okay. So Keyshawn,
Yes.
it's a really good thing that Coral has you on a leash right now, because you
Yeah.
start floating as if gravity literally does not apply to you anymore. You just start, instead of the 8 to 10 inches off of the ground that you had been, you are just now you're falling upwards.
I gotta Carl, hold on to me, Carl.
The second thing that happens is you watch as your shadow, which is on the ground, stands up on its own and becomes a perfect copy of you in all directions, casting its own shadow now. You see it look down at itself, look up at you, look down at itself, look up at you, look up at all of you, and say, "Who are all of you people?"
I'm Coral. That's Kishan. And he's my lizard balloon. Do you float as well? Because
No?
I have more rope.
I don't float.
Fair enough.
I throw up again.
I also throw up again.
Okay. You guys get far enough away that that particular jailer stops tracking you and lets you leave. After 10 minutes, a now bald, completely and utterly bald in every direction. Your eyebrows fell out. Your fucking beard, if you had it, fell out. Every bit of hair on your body has fucking left you. You are the definition of smooth, built for aerodynamics. If you had any, it's gone. A completely bald Kix
Nice.
appears
That's how
in
I
front
like it.
in the seat because he hasn't moved. Wet. Yeah, a minute and a half.
Kicks, this is a good look. This is the way you like a little Goliath with a tail or something. Do you have a tail? Do you have a tail? Well, you like a little Goliath with a tail.
Look, also, Rendell is also completely shorn, and he makes sure he does it every other day.
So
Kicks, you were gone. Did you see my balloon?
There's also a talking shadow of me, apparently next to you.
by the way, he has that talking shadow of Kishan is like walking alongside the whole thing, and he is devolving into existential dread. I mean, it is full. I have no mouth and cannot and need to scream. Like
In
he
that case,
cannot.
I think I would be consoling him in some way, even if nonverbal.
Am I still poisoned?
Yes.
I throw up again.
All right. Every time Sir Wilhelm throws up, canonically, I also throw up.
You have long since run out of anything other than stomach acid.
Will,
I
did you
just
drink that water
throwing up
last night,
water.
Will? It's that hot water. It's that bath water. You shouldn't drink the bath water. That's what Mama always said. Coral, don't drink the bath water. It's not
Always said that. She
Terry.
was right too.
not
She was
Stanny or
definitely
Terry.
right.
Don't drink it. I drink it sometimes.
Sometimes I drink it too, but only when it's me and Persephone.
I throw up again.
I throw up
I
for you.
also throw up. As soon as Sir Wilhelm throws up, I also throw up.
Okay. So you guys continue along. One moment while I take out the other pizza that I completely forgot.
You know,
Carl, just be ready to catch me if I start falling, please.
I'll shorten the rope. I won't let you. Here, I shorten it to like 6 foot. So it's like you're not bumping into me, but also you're not going to fall all the way down and hurt yourself. Good balloon.
See, Coral's smart like that. That's why Mama always favored him.
You know, I measure rope. I just stick my arm out and just
Yeah. When I
and
used
you
to
tell
do
me how
that,
many arms you want.
Mama would smack me on my nose and say, "You're stupid."
I mean, you won't hurt yourself falling 2 coral arms. I mean, if you go 3, 4 coral arms, you might twist an ankle or something. But 2 coral arms, you'll be okay.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. You start talking 2 Rendell arms or 3 Rendell arms, Mama's like, "You stupid," and she smacked me on my nose, and then she would make me to go talk to Coral.
He drank too much bath water as a kid.
So for the next 4 hours,
Days.
well, you are poisoned.
Oh. It's like a bad cruise.
Dude, it's awful. It's horrible. And it's like ugly. Like I imagine at this point it's like straight up ugly yakking. It's not like any like, oh, just gonna throw up a little bit. It's like, oh, bestie, hold my hair. Like it's bad. It's rough. That being what it is, Keyshawn,
Yes.
you are falling upwards, tethered by the rope that
Quick thinking, Coral.
quick thinking Coral gave you. For the next
Oh,
8
quick.
hours.
Good
Oh.
lord.
If you got to pee or do a number 2, Kishan, you just let me know and I'll spike you to the ground.
I've got that covered. Don't you worry. I just shape water it away.
Jesus.
It's
So-
a liquid.
For the next 8 hours of travel, which gets you basically past the Calyx Tower, and to through into like idyllic fucking pastures and otherwise. A lot of sheep. A lot of sheep. Oh my god, so many sheep. Oh Jesus.
For those of you on the stream, there's just a hairless tiefling.
There is a hairless tiefling now.
Fucking
He looks
Christ.
so horrible. Okay.
Little let me.
Yes, in real life, my family is Welsh. That's a real thing. That's a real thing that happened.
Can we
Oh,
put
God.
photos of the stream?
I hope
Okay.
so.
1 second. Just for
Oh,
everybody to know.
my God. Oh my God.
This is what got posted. This is Kix's character now.
We should have that
It's so
permanently
bad.
in his background.
Oh my God. All right, so okay.
Jesus.
I bet you're wondering how I got here. Oh my God, it's horrible.
Oh.
Do apologize, but also no apologies. You guys fucking
No,
love it.
that was perfect. Yeah, so you guys
Next 8 hours.
go
closing.
8 hours and probably about 7 hours in you guys bed down for a rest. It's nighttime again. You get some sleep. Keyshawn, a lot worse than before because you're still falling upwards, at least for the first hour.
What about the shadow?
Yeah. Just
Oh, yeah. So the shadow at hour 4 had stopped questioning things and just started muttering to itself. I mean, like all kinds of shit. Like I should have been more. There's no reason I should be trapped with these idiots. Like the whole nine, like the whole nine.
Now that Cole's kind of pulled me closer to the ground with his rope, do I still got no shadow?
No, you don't have one at all right now.
Pretty sure I need my shadow back.
You guys should just snuggle.
He's right. I mean, that's what one of Mama always said. Like, if you feel like you're losing yourself or your shadow.
So during those 8 hours of me falling upwards, I'm going to try and figure out what the fuck's causing. Well, obviously, and if we can't know what's fucking causing it, there's something about that. Somehow use magic maybe to reconnect shadow.
How would you attempt to do this?
Hold it tight. real tight.
Mm,
Coral's going to dispense all kinds of folk wisdom while he's got a captive Kishan floating above his head. Jeff's
Excellent.
like, don't drink the bathwater. Or, Coral, don't shake it more than twice. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
wash
We
your
got
feet.
tons of wisdom. We
Very
got
important. Very
tons of
important.
brothel sprout wisdom.
You know, on long trips like this, you got to take care of your feet. Change your socks. You make sure you don't get wet. Air them out at night. Otherwise, little mushrooms sprout on your toes. So
That's true.
No.
And you got to take care of
So-
your own mushroom, or you be all pent up, and then you get angry. That's what
just
Mom
need to
always
check
said.
something. Just need to check something real quick.
You think he's
Okay.
checking his mushroom?
Carry
I
on
don't
with
think
other stuff.
listen.
I'll check.
Red,
He's
I
probably-
think he's trying to do
You
his
guys
main.
bed down for the eve.
No, I think
Keyshawn less so than the rest of you, but you know, you guys get some rest. Out here, aside from, like I said, sheep and whatnot, though you are briefed as you are approaching this area that there, and you can see it in the distance. This large, and I'll give you another glimpse of where you guys are currently. But this large, like, I don't want to say mountain range, but large piece of mountainy, like rough terrain, very harsh terrain to your right hand side along this path as you've been traveling down. I'm going to post another picture of it, of whereabouts you are.
And
Kashad,
then,
what are you
like,
sleeping on?
as soon as I look at that map, I feel like I feel some strength growing. Like it starts from my groin, but then it goes into my heart and explodes through my body, and I realize we just turned level 4.
Red. Do you know what Kishan's sleeping on tonight?
I forgot who Kishan was. He's the one that talks, buddy.
My lizard balloon. Do you know what he's sleeping on tonight?
Oh yeah, your lizard balloon, of course. Would you get him?
An air mattress.
Oh,
that's
God
fucked up,
damn it.
dude. Coral, that is fucked.
That's it. That's it. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
not even sure I'm okay with this, Coral.
But yeah, you do see this, like I said, that rocky outcropping and whatnot to your, that is mountainous to your right, that is pretty jutting against the somewhat plains and soft rock and or soft grasslands and such that you're passing through. Yeah, Keyshawn, regardless of what you attempt here, if you are going to attempt anything, the thing I'm going to, that I'm going to tell you is that approximately 8 hours in, amidst a question that your shadow is asking, which your shadow just asks all of them. But if I cease
If
to
it's
be, then
conversing with me, well, yeah.
it's asking just everybody like these existential questions, like I don't want to cease to be. I have dreams and aspirations. And he just poof, he's gone.
I look down.
The ground suddenly starts seeming a lot closer.
Luckily enough, I was pulled a lot closer by rope.
Yes, you just suddenly thump onto the ground.
Whew. Okay. I stand up. I go near any source of light we have. I check my shadow.
You have a shadow again. It's there.
I stare at my shadow for a good solid few minutes.
It doesn't move.
Throw up again.
You are no longer poisoned, but you throw up anyway. Ugh.
Upon just hearing that, I'm asleep, but just knowing that Sir Wilhelm threw up, I like kind of throw up to the side, like I'm still asleep.
He takes 1d4 1d4 suffocation damage from choking on vomit. No, you are able to then get the rest of your long rest and all of that variety of stuff. And onwards you go in the morning. As I've mentioned before, Varel and company do not
magic.
talk much. They do not talk very much at all. But they do brief you on the things that you are going past and otherwise. You eventually approach again very well developed, very like devised agriculture and such of this area as you approach the large walled town of Griff. Griff is much more a large town as opposed to the little shitvilles and hamlets and whatnot that you've been through. This is actually semi developed and has water and otherwise and plumbing and all those fun things that we take for granted in real life. But it actually has them. And that's all noticeable from just the amount of water features and water works that are like available and just and out and about. There are still the houses are still somewhat small and somewhat, built for a single family or otherwise, but they there are now more of them much closer together. And you see that in here, you see other individuals wearing similar clothing and colors as the guys that have been traveling with you for some time. As in the same colors and clothing as the people who've been traveling with you for some time. They don't give you any shit. You walk on in, and into the large town of Griff. You have gone. Go ahead.
Can I just get a reminder on those colors?
Yeah. So it is. Their colors are purple and black, or not necessarily purple. It's wine color. So could be burgundy, could be purple, could be any of that.
You could say wine and black. I love it. I love it.
Yep.
All right, that's
Wine
perfect.
and black are the colors.
We're in what we feel like is safe territory.
Yeah, nobody seems to be giving you any shit. People, you see there's a lot of similar things that here. It's more not necessarily uniform or homogenous, but there's a more of a homogeny to this. A lot of the people here are generally of paler skin tones, and less pigmentation and otherwise, even though it seems like this area gets probably plenty of sunlight. I mean, given that it's very heavily built around agriculture, it probably gets plenty of sunlight. But people here are generally paler, just kind of as it stands, and you see a lot more very dark dark brown hair or very dark hair and otherwise in general than you do see any really, or not any, but less lighter tones and otherwise. More ruddy browns and that variety of thing, less bright, blonde or otherwise. Just things that you note from it. And in Griff specifically, as opposed to literally everywhere else you have been, in Griff, there you are almost assaulted by the sight of other animal folk. This is like literally the first time you've seen them here, aside from the princess's entourage that you interacted with. You have not seen really any of them since. And in this place, they are, it seems, doing all of the usual things that normal people would do here. Very much, it's not quite a snapshot of your own home, but it is a lot similar, a lot more similar than maybe the rest of this place has been. Inwards into Griff, Varel leads you until he takes you to, he takes you kind of towards the center of town, and he says, "We're going to stop here for a half day. That I have some business that I must attend while I'm here. The next stop is Castle Black, and it's about a day and a half's travel, or not even a day and a half. It is about little less than a day's travel. There is an inn. He gestures up the road towards a sign that it literally just reads inn, INN. There's no name, no anything. So there's an inn there. You can
I read it's
get
a quote.
rooms. You can get rooms that or you can get some rooms there, get out of the elements and such. But I have some matters that I must see to before we continue our journey. I shall seek you out tomorrow morning.
Do you think he's mad at us, Kix? He's just jealous he didn't get a balloon.
Let's fucking take advantage of this. We got a roof over our heads, plenty of space. Let's fucking relax. Let's order as much food as we can put on this dude's tab. And, maybe some drinks too. What do you think? All right. So the rules are none of us leave this room. Okay? And if you have to piss or shit, you gotta do it in the pot and then you gotta throw it out the window or I don't know, pass it out the door to someone. Okay. I'm just saying, none of us are leaving. We're only gonna hang out here and eat and drink for as long as we can. Okay. Okay, deal.
Huh.
Wait.
Okay. Kishan first.
The only question I've got is during the travels and me constantly barraging the guards and Vora with questions in probably very broken what is it now?
Outside?
The site. How much have I picked up of it?
Probably about 10%. Not bad for a week.
So beginner levels.
Very beginner. But enough that you would be like, I understand a little of that.
Understood. Got you.
The other important thing to note at this for you guys, because you have this and we haven't checked it yet this session, is who has the ring?
I think
That'd be
I
Wilhelm.
had it
Okay.
last section.
Probably
You
me.
did, and then I believe we've passed it back to Wilhelm because he did have it before, but that's fine because we didn't have Wilhelm at in that session, so you had it for that if I recall
Yeah,
correctly.
if he wishes to.
Um,
I am
have
just
you
joking whenever I say it's me. No one would give me the ring.
have you guys been checking that?
Yeah, I would have been.
More than likely, yeah.
I think it's Wilhelm.
So, things to know. First, during this time, this travel, this week or so that you've been in transit, the ring or whatever signature that you denoted originally to Sir Alan has not moved from its location at all, not even once. Which was all the way back at Wintermont in the trees somewhere, and from that spot, it has yet to move.
Interesting.
However, the one that you've denoted with the princess has continued to move, and they followed a very similar path that you guys did, except they did not go south at Calyx. They went east at Calyx, where the road forks. They headed to a place that you have on your map by the name of Hulgard, Hulgarde. From there, they're
So we have some backtracking to do.
not necessarily. There's a bit more to that. From there, they have traveled, from what you can tell, along the water, or probably across the water, you're guessing, to the other side of the whatever this bay is called. That you don't know, but whatever this bay is called, to the other side.
It's definitely continuing on the theory we now know of, but it's strange for Sir Fucknuts of Castle, whatever the fuck, still in the same place.
Do I have any idea why that could be like that?
Roll me an insight check.
Insights.
The other thing is that Wilhelm, especially, you've been using the ring for this time, whether you've been using it like a fighter pilot or just wearing the goddamn thing the whole time. It doesn't really matter either way. This ring is imminently about to run out of juice. Like imminently.
So
You gather that it doesn't have many more days left on it before it just ceases to work. Whoever made it, go ahead.
12.
12. Okay. Whoever made this ring, and this is not to answer what you just told me, but whoever made this ring did not intend for it to exist for very long. They wanted it to do a purpose, and that is all. And it is very clearly running out of time on its purpose. Okay. So that's what you got there. As for why that could be, the clearest and by Occam's razor's denotion, probably easiest and simplest answer is that he probably took the ring off when he found the princess and just straight up dropped it. Because it was of no longer any value to him. That is pretty much the only explanation you come up with. Other than that, or he's been playing the Omega Long Con and they didn't move the entire time. Probably not. They probably didn't do that. At least you don't think they did. Maybe. But maybe that's what they want you to think.
The ring. The thing that's losing power is just the magic in it, or is the hair in it like
Both. So the
no
magic
longer
in it
guided?
is running out, like a battery that's running out of power. They barely has enough juice to function anymore. And additionally, the hair is no longer distinguishable from the ring itself at this point. It is no longer determinable where the hair ends and the ring begins.
Okay,
It is
so
just
it's
kind of one thing.
There's no reusing it.
Negative. So, you garner, and this is a guesstimate, it maybe has a week left before it ceases to function entirely. And that is a week with a tilde, aka the ish. The almighty, exactly. Jeff got it. The almighty. So, things that you learn. And that brings me to the inn in Griff. The Griff Inn, if you will, the Griffin. I'm
Get
funny.
the fuck out.
I know. I'm funny. I know.
Leave.
Okay, bye. So, inside of the inn is pretty quaint. It has some room for travelers. You do see some people in here drinking and otherwise. At the time that you guys got in, it was about midday, and you're guesstimating at this point most of the people are probably done with work, or getting close to done with work. So they have moved on to the play side of the day, which is ale and booze and otherwise, and that's where they've moved on to. So, give me one moment.
I hope to play bullet parchment shears here. They don't speak our language. Maybe they got other words for it.
So, inside you do find a cast of individuals, mostly humans, elves, and otherwise. But you do spot the occasional like there's lizard folk in here that are working the bar or are tending to the patrons of this place. You do spot in the far back this one. Unlike some establishments, this particular one does not have a separation for like a cooking area and whatnot. And in the back, you can see that there is a like a minotaur that's back there cooking up all kinds of food and whatnot. It smells pretty good, all things considered. And yeah, I mean it's easy enough to get rooms because you kind of already know what you've kind of already been told. You can just get rooms here upon being going like, hey, I was told by this person that I can get a room here, and they go, okay, cool, and then hand you a key. So easy peasy. Is there anything you guys are getting up to while you're here in Griff? It is okay if the answer is no. I just okay.
No.
All right, fair. It is okay if the answer is no, and you
No.
want to get to the plot. That's fine.
Hey. No. And I'm saying that to everyone. I'm scolding all of you, except for Sir Wilhelm. He can do whatever he wants.
One of these days, he's gonna shoot you with his gun.
No. 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 Don't shoot.
Is there can I get like an explorer's kit or adventurer's pouch or kit here with the base of
not here in this inn, obviously, but yes, you can
Right.
you can just going through and it's a little bit because again it's not as simple as, oh, this is the store that sells all this shit. It's like it's kind of spread out and it's little stalls and whatnot, but you do find enough that you could cobble together that if you'd like to.
my inventory is looking a little light.
Can I
Like
say
Gotcha.
help him out with that? Come on.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
can
like
go with them.
I feel like Kix helped him out, rounded out his inventory. You know what I mean? No?
Kix is like, hell nah.
Never mind. Then I did because I'm not a piece of shit fucking brothel sprout. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. I lift up my robes and I spread my anus until it
I
like
do have a
until it
explorer.
like protrudes. It's like one of the
I don't think that's a move that you can just do on demand. Uh-huh. Yeah. So,
Oh, I hate this.
Mhm.
so yeah, so you guys you acquire that the stuff that you were looking
I
for.
don't no, you know what? I think I already have it. It's just not called that in my thing. Just looking for some random stuff.
There is random stuff to acquire. Go ahead, Keyshawn.
Random stuff, go.
So, two things I would be looking for if you're doing a little bit of shopping while looking about.
Mhm.
Any kind of literature.
Mhm.
if there is any. If not, I'll just be in bar speaking with random people to try and pick up more of the language.
Okay.
Just
There
making
are
small talk, basically.
a couple of so for that, what I want you to do is roll a d20, add your charisma modifier. As for looking for literature, there are a couple places that are selling books. What kind of books are you looking for? Like, are you looking for something in particular, or are you just looking for a store that sells books? Because if you're looking for a store that sells books, I've got you on that. But if you're looking for something in particular, you might be out of luck.
No, I'm just looking if there's a literal shop that's selling just books. I'll go there and probably just looking for basic stuffs of like demonstrations of a lot of their local language, like random novels and
Oh, there's a couple of different like
stuff like that.
there's a couple of different novels and such. They are not cheap because as what you from what you talk to the merchant who's selling them, they are not up for sale for cheap prices. However, and they are in Hussite, so you can only read a little bit of that as of right now. What did you get on your what did you get on your check?
So,
Okay.
I got a 13 plus 3, but due to a race feature, whenever I make a charisma check, I can use force or presence, whether it's it's intimidation and persuasion only, no matter. So, what did I say I had?
16 total, I think.
Yeah,
13 plus 3.
yeah, 13 plus 3, so 16.
You only make a little bit of a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
You do remarkably well.
I don't know. Well, if there is any embarrassment, it doesn't show. He's like just learning the language last week. Is what it is.
From what you can gather as well, a couple of people in here cannot speak common. They do not understand you. However, it's not all of them, and the those that do translate for those who can't. So you are still able to hold conversation and like you're able to like order food and stuff and whatnot for for you guys and all that shit. So that that pretty much brings me to you guys having whatever evening you want to have here, pretty much.
How much was the books?
Oh, 6 gold.
That was just for one or like a stack of.
I would say you're gonna get 2 books with that.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Okay. The last things that I'm going to give you for today, because we are running out of time. In addition to that, we are also running low on content of, of things. The main thing that happens is you guys get some rest, some actual well required rest in places that isn't the middle of nowhere, amongst people even like wild, crazy. You hear a lot of tale talk and whatnot amongst people in the bar, some of which is in common and some of which is in Hussite.
Yeah, as I say, I'll definitely try to be picking up as much as I can.
As you're paying attention to that, you hear actually who is actively attempting to read room and otherwise. That's I guess the probably the best.
Okay.
This sounds like a kicks thing. Gotcha. Yep. There's at least enough that you're seeing them. They don't give a shit. Um, you look like someone shaved their 16-year-old. I mean, there's nothing else to say to that other than you look like someone shaved their 16-year-old. However, despite that, you can feel that the hair is growing back slowly. It is growing back. You can feel the stubble. But some of no, this is well beyond male pattern. This is magically induced, has no huh?
Yeah, like even his eyebrows
Don't worry
are
about
gone.
it. Anyway, what were we saying?
Yeah, magically induced hair loss of all hair on across the body, all of it.
Honestly.
You can sell whatever it is.
Well,
snake
I
oil.
will.
Got
And
'em.
I'll tell you what, it's
Yeah,
smooth like a dolphin.
Jeff muted. So, he's just ready. Okay. So you're paying attention, reading the room more than reading anything in particular. But reading the room, listening to people and such, and you see some like lots of people come in here. This isn't a small. This isn't just like a small establishment in the middle of fuck all nowhere. Like this actually is a town, and like there's people who come in, and you do see travelers and otherwise some folk that definitely are not the usuals of this place that come in, buy drinks or whatever, do some patronage to this place, and talk or otherwise. And they're talking mostly in common. Most of the locals are speaking Hussite, though there are occasions where there aren't. But most of the locals are speaking Hussite, which you're picking up a little of. You actually are picking a little up. You're getting words and you're going, okay, that means this, that means that. You couldn't spell it and you couldn't, see it on paper, but you're picking up what the word is. Yeah. Yeah. You've at least been hearing what's been said, so you are starting to pick it up. I'd say you probably only got about 5 or 6% of the actual language, but you're at least starting to pick like, hey, I know what that meant. Hey, I know what this means. You know, um, so that's just little things there. So most of the locals you don't hear much from. However, the people that are not local to here, you do overhear a lot of their conversations. And there aren't many of them, so it's a lot easier to pay attention to their conversations as opposed to a room full of people all talking the same language. When some people are only talking one language, it makes it a lot easier to focus in on as to what's going on with them. And you hear them talking about how they need to make it to Fishshire in order to escape the warfare. The other one says, "Is it already this close?" Yeah, they'll probably be hitting Castle Black in like 3-4 days. The other guy says, "Jesus Christ, or he didn't say Jesus Christ. Who the fuck's that?" He goes, "Sun Mother, please shine on us. This is, when do we leave?" Well, we have a little bit of cargo to pick up here still, and after that we can get out of this shithole, get to Fishshire, hitch a ride. We can even head into the Sultanate. Maybe shit, we can go into the Kalayan lands if you want to. Yeah, do you think they're gonna want to buy any of this shit? Of course they are. Kalayans trade with these guys all the time. So do the Sultanate. Yeah, but how do they feel about outsiders? I don't know, man. You know how they are. You've been there. It says to someone else across the table who says, I've been there once. They're weird. Didn't like them. Thanks. Lots of conversation you have. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my cup, he says. And just go back to drinks. The other guy says, just we'll finish loading up tomorrow. We'll be out of here by midday tomorrow, and we don't even have to worry about this shit. Okay? Fine. I'll just do what I do, be busy and all of that. Well, yeah, that's what you're good for. It's what I hired you for. There's grumbles, and then they go back to drinking. That's a bit of information that you get. Something happening. Yeah. And you guys' room is a... Yep.
Ins and outs.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm just saying, and we all know his ins and outs. So we all know the little things that tweak him. And that goes for Coral and myself.
Yeah.
So we know how to
At this point, even those of you who weren't super acquainted with each other are picking up some of the little things. It's not all of them. There's still plenty of questions that you guys have about each other and otherwise, but you're starting to pick up little things like how Keyshawn likes to read and how he likes, what he likes to do and otherwise. You're picking up how that, Wilhelm styles himself. He takes care of himself.
I was just gonna say I would like to also take a little bit of extra time just to make sure that I'm there
Ow.
to help Sir Wilhelm whenever he needs it.
I'm not going to stop him from shooting you. I want you to know that. I just so you are aware, I'm just going to straight up answer him with what your armor class is as soon as he asks me.
Well, eventually I can catch bullets, but not yet.
Fair enough, but not yet. But you can't do that
You gotta
yet.
catch these hands eventually.
That's gonna be the magic moment when you finally realize you needed a squire, sir.
I don't need a squire. I have never needed a squire. I was a lieutenant in the army. I've dealt with this already, and I was sick of it then.
But sir, your armor.
Do not call me sir. And my armor is fine, thank you.
Yes, of course, sir. I'm so sorry, sir.
Fucking.
And Tez, please know I do this with love, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just pulls a fucking clipboard out and goes, "Son of a bitch!" and just fucking snaps it over his knee.
Yeah, man, we're cool. Thump.
Thump.
Oh.
The worst part about that is how realistically capable that is of happening. Even after you said it, you might have just made it come into the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, you pick up that information. You guys retire for the evening. You get some well-needed and well-deserved after this far of traveling rest. Morning will come for you, but that can that is not a surprise. Excuse me, that will not come as a surprise is what I was trying to say, but that morning arrives and Varel arrives to collect you. Once you do, he seems to pay your tab, and then you guys continue on the road. Though this one is significantly shorter. A very quick, about 8 or so hours. I say quick 8 hours. It's still 8 hours, but a quick 8-hour trip. And you see It's coming up as, or rather, as you approach it, you note a couple of things. In the distance, sitting atop a kind of a hill, or at least some sort of earthen mound of some variety, is a very large regal castle. And you can see it from here, as opposed to the small keeps and otherwise, as opposed to the small keeps and manor houses that you've passed in their droves. This stands out pretty heavily, like Calyx Castle, or excuse me, Calyx Tower did. This is distinctly different. The second thing you note, the air feels heavier here. Just a little bit. Everybody kind of notices it a little bit as you approach. Just something about this place is different, just distinctively and distinctually different. This castle, amongst atop its hills and surrounded by a small town, or rather, yeah, it's sort of surrounded by a small town that is itself encompassed by a tree line, which seems to kind of encroach in on this place. The branches and otherwise of these trees, giving it a sense, like almost pushing in, almost as if they're pushing inwards towards the castle itself, like they're being slightly pulled in some capacity, almost like they're forming some sort of wall of sorts that just seems to be unusual. The second thing that denotes that you notice is that the sky here is darker, just cloudier, just kind of all together. Even though you just left Griff, which didn't have have this really at all, this area is very, like, I guess the word is gloomy. There's a sort of stillness that is everywhere, despite you being outside in the wind, in the elements. It's quiet, very quiet. The occasional of birds, though they are all birds of black feather, that you note as you approach. Gnarled, twisted trees, big oaks, and other varieties of hardwoods that are massive and sprawling. Their leaves still attached, but somehow feeling gaunt and skeletal in some capacity as you approach Castle Black. Did you have a question, Keyshawn?
Yes. During the travel, I approach Varel. Varel, quick question. No mind.
Yes, he says. Probably the first time he's talked in like 4 days.
Couldn't help but note some words and things said in the past day. I happened to overhear someone mention about a war, perhaps, or some kind of warfare going on towards Castle Black.
I'm afraid I do not know anything about it, though it would not surprise me ultimately, as this land is constantly warring against itself, nobles vying for position, power, and otherwise between each other. This is a very common occurrence in these lands.
Well, from what we overheard from it seemed like some merchant folk, they believe a war was to approach Castle Black within the next couple of days. They were escaping it.
Well, that will be something that we will both discover, as I, again, do not know, unfortunately. I would tell you if I did. I have not been
Okay.
informed of such things. But we
Oh.
have also been away for some time.
What we have.
I have not. I have not been to Castle Black in some 3 weeks.
Just thought I'd ask, because just to, as a forewarning, going into war zones can sometimes be quite treacherous.
He just pulls it. He just goes do 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 do. No, I'm just kidding. And he says, "Yes, unfortunately, I am no stranger to warfare, though it is vile and not something I intend on being part of without good reason. We shall find out more from my lord himself. I should hope. He should see us within an hour of us arriving. He does not like to keep these things waiting. And with the news that you have of the princess and such, this will be something he would want to hear immediately. So, you need not worry."
I appreciate you indulging my question. Thank you.
Of course. And just like that, like the conversation abruptly ends.
Yeah.
He is a man of few words. Tells you exactly what you need, and that is all.
I've more than likely come to understand that over the last few
That
weeks.
he is just quiet. That is just what he does. And that being said, we are going to pause right there with you guys approaching the outskirts of Castle Black. And as you guys find yourselves in this dark and gloomy kind of questionable land that you found yourself in,
We all
you
level up.
steel yourself and feel a little bit more sure of yourselves. You may all level up to level 4.
He said the words.
That's a good joke,
He said
Kelly.
the words.
Anyway,
I'm just
so
kidding. You guys are all level 3 next
when-
session.
That's
That's more like it.
I was just about to ask, when are we really gonna level up?
Yeah, that'll be the day that Jeff doesn't ask, and that would be just as many times you'll level up as many times as you were supposed to.
Never. And Kelly,
Well,
when I ask, I hope you acknowledge that I always ask for 2 more.
Oh, I know. I know.
I always hey, when I'm asking because I'm dumb and I'm so stupid and forgetful.
Hope everybody-
I cast
2 more
silence
than
on Jeff.
4?
Yep. So I hope everybody had a good time. Yep.
Or maybe level 5. We don't know.
And there it goes. It's been delayed another week. Yeah.
Coral made a
Peace
balloon.
out.